Hey guys, this is Alan Van Wert with Magdon Music. Today, I'm going to be showing you this cool Firebird guitar and this Blues Jr from Fender. The combination of these gives me some really neat, versatile guitar tones. We're going to have some fun. We're going to explore all the different sounds with the combinations of the different pickups and with the different amp tones. I'm also going to throw my BK Butler Tube Driver rack into the mix so we get a little bit of that extra overdrive before we hit the preamp stage of the Fender amp itself. Y'all ready for this? Alright, so the first thing I'm doing here is I have it on the middle pickup selector switch, which is going to give us both of them at the same time. I have my tone wide open all the way to the treble side. My volumes are all the way up, just like every white boy in the world. That's what we do. So we're going to go like this. So you get a little bit of that Stevie Ray Vaughan nice clean sound out of this.
This hard-working rendition of Gibson's original Firebird focuses on what matters most to the working guitarist, tone and playability.
Alright, also you get this nice soft, straight up, non-broken up clean. This type of amplifier doesn't have a massive amount of headroom for clean sounds. So to get that really nice clean, you have to really bring your volume all the way as low as you can possibly get it. And then even sometimes then, if you play too hard, it'll still break up on you because it's a lower volume amplifier. I kind of like that breakup because it's an actual amplifier. If you didn't want a real amplifier, I don't know what you'd be doing with tubes. You know what I'm saying? If I really push it, it's such a tiny amount of overdrive that I wouldn't even be concerned. I actually think it sounds really good, especially in a blues genre. Now, speaking of which, if we push this to just the bridge pickup, it's got a lot of extra bite. So I'm going to show you what the amp tone settings I have going on look like here.
The Fender Blues Jr is a vintage tone machine. Complete with a killer lacquered tweed covering, this amp will floor you with its depth of character.
This has an actual spring reverb going on, which means if you were to, say, throw this off the wall or at a drummer, it would go and make this really horrible, scary sound. So if you're sick of your amplifier and you want to break it, that's a cool way to do it. Even if you have the reverb all the way down. If you hear that? There's reverb no matter what you do, even if you have the thing off. Put a noise gate afterwards, because the noise gate will definitely cut that off. If you were that psychotic or had OCD about not having any sort of reverb at all, then I could understand your concern. But if you're not listening for that, I think it sounds fine. I have no problem. In fact, that's part of the mojo of a real amp. If you don't like that, again, get a fake amp. So now if I go to the neck pickup, right? So this works well for a funk setting.
The 496R and 500T humbuckers are absolute powerhouses, ready to rock the house with the grind and aggression that go beyond traditional mini humbuckers.
All right, so here's the tone knob rolled down. So in between, nice. Let's try that with the neck pickup. Let's get the lowest tones out of this side and the bright ones out of this together at the same time. Watch, if you go like and like this, they're both a little extreme. So if you go in all right, let's check out the spring reverb with this setting.
The Blues Jr lacquered tweed amp is fitted with genuine Fender spring reverb.
So that's the spring reverb sound.
This 112 combo is easily portable. Just throw it in the back seat and go. The Blues Jr. lacquered tweed amp is ready to rock whenever you are. This amp is better than many boutique amps, costing 4 times as much. It's very responsive to playing dynamics and plays well with pedals. It delivers great tone right out of the box. You can get this amp and try out many others at Magdon Music.
All right, that's the spring reverb on 4. Going further than that would be like that really psychedelic surf rock where you would have it just go like a... Maybe get a rotary on there. I like that sound. Now here's another thing. Sometimes you want to chill out and you turn down the volumes on the guitar itself and just... All right, now you could boost the reverb even further. Let's put it to the maximum. I am now running the BK Butler Tube Driver with just a little bit of overdrive into this Fender amp. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to capture both of my microphones because together I like the sound of them. They kind of fill each other out. You get the nice transients from the Behringer B2 Pro and the straight up SM57, which is old, probably not working perfect, provides that barky mid-range. So the two of them together sound really good for guitar sounds. That's why a lot of people do that. A lot of people shy away from dual mic systems, but I don't. Okay, simple as that. Plus, you can always mute one of them in post. American woman, stay away. So this is my overdrive thing. It just gives it a little bit of that, you know, that rocking, just that little bit of breakup, which is what you want. You do the woman tone with your lead channel. That's that real sound, you know? All right, now this would probably sound really good with a slide. However, I'm not very good with slide guitar myself, even though I like it a lot. And if I wanted to do the slide guitar, I'd probably drop this to like an open G tuning. Oh, I wanted to mention too, this guitar is pretty comfortable. I know a lot of times you see this huge mass up here and you're like, what's that? Your arm rests up against it. It feels pretty normal to me. It doesn't seem too out of place. Sitting classical position the way I do between my legs when I'm actually sitting down. I actually play guitar a lot more standing up in life than sitting down, but I don't fit on any video because I'm too big for the videos or something. But the thing is, this guitar sitting down also feels pretty comfortable to me. As far as the fretting hand goes, it's pretty smooth. It doesn't feel like it's sticking too much to the back and the neck, even though I'm just starting to get a little bit of that sweat built up. It's not too bad with that, which is surprising. Also, for chords, It feels really comfortable to me. It doesn't feel like it'll hurt. Like a lot of thinner necks will start to hurt when you play chords. This one actually feels pretty comfortable for my hand. And as far as lead playing goes, a lot of people seem to like a thinner neck for lead. I guess maybe it helps them a little bit if you have a smaller hand. I never had a problem really either way, but it feels pretty normal and natural to me. One thing I did notice instinctively when I first grabbed this is that the neck feels extra wide, just slightly, this direction, this way. It could be my imagination. I play on a homemade guitar, so who even knows what normal is at this point? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. The bending on this guitar feels really smooth and nice. I don't know if it's the way the frets are polished or set up, or the height of the frets. They're a little bit flat looking to me, which all my guitars had bigger frets. I don't know why. For some weird reason, that was the case. But this thing bends way easier than any guitar I've ever used. Here, watch. I'm going to take this note. I just bent to a 4. That's pretty ridiculous. And I'm not really trying my hardest to bend the note. I'm not trying to break a string, but it's pretty easy. So if you're just...
Exquisitely polished frets allow for smoother bends and a better feel.
You get an easy bend experience, and it feels good. It really does. Even when I go like this really quick. On my other guitars, I'll either cut my hand on something up here, or I'll bang it off of something. And this one doesn't. It just seems to contour. Look at that. That's contoured perfectly to my hand. In fact, I was initially going to tell you guys you could buy this guitar, but I don't think you're going to be able to, because I might keep this. All right, here it is with a little bit more gain. Actually, the gain almost cranked on the amp itself with the BK Butler Tube Driver before it.
Magdon Music right now is having a Gibson blowout sale. The neck width is 1.695 inches. The scale length is 24.75. It has an aluminum tune-o-matic bridge with steel thumb wheels, an aluminum stop bar with steel posts, and it has mini Grover tuners. It has 2 volume controls, 1 for each pickup, and 2 tone controls, 1 for each pickup, a 3-way toggle switch. You can get it in vintage sunburst or Pelham blue. You can get this guitar now at Magdon Music during their Gibson blowout sale.
All right, now if I keep these settings but roll off my volume a little bit here. All right, guys, just for fun, I bomb the heck out of this thing with distortion. I have my BK Butler Tube Driver now with an extra push on the boost for the gain, and I hit the boost of the gain on the Fender itself, and I now have the gain all the way up, the volume all the way up on the Fender. The master volume I had to bring down a little bit so I didn't, I don't know, damage my fillings or something, knock the fillings out of your teeth. try the rhythm sound by boosting our distortion 100%, only using the Fender Blues Jr. Now, we have nothing else in the mix. I 100% went around everything. I am literally plugged directly in only to the Fender. So you're going to hear what this sounds like with all of its distortion on full blast. I brought up the treble just a little bit of a touch because it gives it a little bit of extra gain by doing that. And I'm going to give it a listen. So here's what this sounds like with the bridge pickup.
12 AX7s and a pair of EL84s powering a Jensen C12N speaker give you everything from crystalline Fender cleans to crispy crunch to growling overdrive. Plug in, fire it up, and prepare to be blown away by the Fender Blues Jr. lacquered tweed combo amplifier. You can control the Fender Blues Jr. lacquered tweed right from your axe. You're cruising along at medium volumes with just the right amount of grit, but with a twist of your little finger, your attitude-laden solo is soaring with gutsy overdrive.
Alright, now, if you were a complete idiot, I'm going to scoop my mids to make it sound like my favorite metal bands that actually don't scoop their mids, but I like to pretend they do. This is what that would sound like. So that's what that would sound like. Let's try only mids. All right, what if we were the exact opposite and we only had mids? It would sound like this. So now you can get a sense for the difference of the guitar sound. I'm set up pretty much like I was earlier, but now we're going to be using this Ibanez Gem. Now this is my gain all the way down on the amp. And here's my middle. guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and press the notification bell down below. That way, you'll be updated every time I post a new video. So it could be a lesson video, it could be a lick video, it could be one of these reviews of a guitar or amp or other piece of equipment you've never messed around with yourself, so you could get a good assessment on whether you'd be interested or not. All right, remember, you could always contact Magdon Music to grab the guitar or the amp, or just to talk to them. They're very nice. So give them a call, go down to the store, check the Facebook page. It's all in the description below, and I will see you in the next video. So we're going to check this with one. We're going to check this with. What's wrong with me?